So if you're a guy who goes to the gym like me, chances are you go through phases where you have a couple songs that you really like to listen to, and you listen to them on repeat until they get completely boring to you, and then you choose a whole new roster of songs. Well, I think there are 4 main genres of gym music that guys will listen to and then get bored of and then move on to the next genre. And I think these can be classified into eras of gym music. So I'm going to be pointing out these different categories of music that guys listen to. Starting with the first genre or era of music that guys will go through in the gym is what I will call the beginner arc. And this arc will have to do with any music that is super mainstream, hip hop, and something you would listen to not in the gym, but you don't really have anything else to listen to, so you go with what you typically like. So this is a pretty wide genre, but usually it'll be like rap or maybe like a type of music that a person has been interested in their whole life, like, I don't know, like country or something, but typically it's hip hop. You'll be listening to like Drake or 21 Savage in the gym because you really just don't know what else to listen to. And at that time, it'll get you hype because you don't know anything else and you don't know all the other categories of music that there are out there to listen to during your workouts. This usually doesn't last very long because once you start going to the gym, you'll start seeing content on your For You page and on YouTube maybe about like, you know, the gym, and you'll see all the like popular other types of songs. So this era will last probably about like at most 2 months before you start really getting into the gym industry or the gym community, where people tend to expand their genres a little more. So after this first beginner phase, the next phase I would say people often go into, and this is going to be our second era, is the hardstyle era. So this is usually in the form of like a 2010s pop song turned into a hardstyle, bass boosted, super hype, like Ziz remix. And while this music is kind of like, corny in some ways, I would say it's honestly one of the most enjoyable periods or like arcs you can have in the gym. And when I look back on my beginner like kind of phase of the gym, this is what I think of, and it just is associated with so many good times, like overloading pre-workout, having no idea how to really train optimally, and just going crazy when I was like 15, first starting to lift. These songs will usually be like, for example, like some Katy Perry or maybe some Bruno Mars hardstyle, or like I don't even know, like Imagine Dragons or Maroon 5 or something like that. And it'll be like one of your favorite classic childhood songs remixed into this super hype, insane, pretty much like pre-workout in a song type of vibe. And this is probably the most enjoyable arc. And then after, I would also kind of associate this with funk, which is a different kind of genre of music that you might also go into, maybe at the same time or maybe maybe a little after, but I would categorize funk and this into the same genre of music. This is the most enjoyable era for sure. The next music arc that every gym guy will go on is a super kind of like hard rock category. Usually this will be accompanied by like a black hoodie and maybe like a new pair of headphones. The hoodie will be up usually when you're listening to this kind of music, and this is more like, I feel like this is kind of like a winter vibe specifically. I don't know how this era always ends up coming in the winter. I don't know. Maybe it's just like that kind of vibe with the cold. But I would say this is kind of the more depressing arc in the gym. But nonetheless, it is cool. And you'll listen to maybe like Nirvana, Superhaven, or any type of mainstream kind of like rock. And if you're more into rock, maybe you'll be into your own type of thing. But this is what I most commonly see guys like turning to. So after this phase comes the fourth kind of genre era of music, and this will be not even so much music as just watching videos or listening to podcasts or like watching just like your favorite YouTuber kind of like talk about them working out, or maybe just like talking about anything. I don't know. I'll end up listening to like random like YouTube videos that catch my interest, and somehow that gets me going harder than any of the other music because I've overused all of the songs that I previously had listened to. And this is not much to say. There's not much to say about this kind of era. Your workouts are gonna be pretty good, very like educated, very calm, but it's not gonna really compare to the days when you used to listen to like, grunge rock or hardstyle. And it's not the most exciting era. And then obviously you're gonna go back and forth between some of these, but I would say that those are the 4 main categories of gym music that guys usually listen to. And I just wanted to make a video about that because it's an interesting pattern that I see. Alright, catch you guys in the next video.